Oh, fuck my nose. Right, just caught my nose, my thumb, as I'm sure you all. Am I leaving that in? I'll leave that in. Quick shit vid. I've cleaned the shelf. For the people saying that I'm not cleaning my shelves, I've cleaned the shelf. Bit under weather. I wasn't going to do a video, but the shit vids must continue. And I don't want anybody thinking I'm ducking out or after getting spanked again. So, just briefly on Arsenal. On Arsenal game, obviously. First half was absolutely pap, wasn't it? We were dross. Got tonked again. So, yeah. Shat in first half. Good in second half. Or a lot better in second half. But they'd maybe turned taps off a little bit. Thought the Ben White tackle was absolutely wild. I don't know what he was doing. We've got an extremely depleted squad, and there were rumours before the game that like Koch were ill and stuff, and it's like, Jesus Christ, it's like he probably got ill thinking that he would be in need of playing 90 minutes. Obviously had Eddie Gray's son on bench, 15-year-old lad, it's like a bit mental. But we have got so many players out. Dallas, Harrison and Raphinha, apparently they were just knocks. That's what bielsa said in his interview after the game. And the only thing that, well, there's a few things that really frustrate me. This empty ball that we play into the centre of the pitch, that is one of the only things that does my head in. I don't mind when we try and knock it a bit. Can we not knock it? I don't mind when we do that. I don't mind any part of our game. But there's this empty ball. Raf does it all the time. Dallas did it. I don't know if that resulted in a goal. I think it did. Where he actually broke away really well, did Dallas. And then he plays this empty ball into the middle where nobody is. And then every bastard in team's on overlap. And it goes into the centre and then we just get bum rushed. It's awful. It's horrible. Bielsa's obviously under more and more pressure now. But I'm not going to condense Bielsa's reign at our club in 180 minutes. It just seems a bit wild to me. And according to Betfair, Frank Lampard's favourite to be our next manager, which is, I can only hope, is a bit of a joke. I was listening to Simon Jordan this morning, and I like Simon Jordan, and he was talking about Bielsa, who he can be a bit hard on sometimes. I think he can pretend, he can say that he's not a world class manager, which somebody was saying in pub other night that he's been found out, and I don't know what that's based on. Like, you know, to suggest that he's been found out and he's stubborn and stuck in his ways, I just think it's ridiculous. There's not a lot of teams in the league that play different every single time they play, and like I've said before, if you look back through like Burnley's games against the top four, they've maybe beat Liverpool once in like however many years and stuff. So it's the nature of the beast. At least we give teams a go, and if we get beat, we get bad beat, don't we? But we also, nobody said, oh, when we mucked in last year and won 2-1 against Man City, only team to take 4 points off them, only team to beat them, more or less. So, you know, only team to not be beat by them, rather. So, and Danny Murphy was the same. He was saying that he believes in what Bielsa's doing, regardless of it. He says he doesn't think he's a top manager, but he thinks he's a top coach, which I don't really get the distinction particularly, but I mean, obviously I do between a coach and a manager, but he's certainly a manager. He's not just a coach. Because, you know, he manages the coaches, doesn't he? That's the whole point. I don't know how many coaching sessions he actually takes. Seems a bit ridiculous. It's his philosophy, isn't it, that they're all performing. But yeah, he thinks we've got enough to stay up, which I really think we've got enough to stay up. And he believes Bielsa is the man to keep us up. And Agbong Law's been going on saying that Leeds fans chanting and that he thinks it's a load of nonsense what we, you know, Leeds fans are chanting when we're getting beat again, and I think he's missing the whole point. Like he said he'd be really worried if he were a Leeds fan. He'd be really worried. I don't know why Gabby Agbonlahor gets so much time on my channel, to be honest, but he's missing the whole point. I support Leeds every single day. I don't give a shit where we are, what we're doing. Like, you know, it's awful but I also remember, like like everybody on the channel will, when it was absolutely horrendous and there was no joy. Getting beat 2-3-1 to Hull away, and the worst defending I've ever seen in my whole life. So I support them when we're not winning, and then I enjoy them when we are winning. So, you know, I don't want to get beat, but I'm not gonna start having a go at Bielsa or whatever. I support the club, and the Baldwins of the world will just have to get over it, because that is how I will remain regardless. And we're not going down. Obviously, Boxing Day is coming up, Liverpool. You never know with us. You don't know. You don't know what we're going to do, where we're going to come from, where we're going to go. But you don't know. Liverpool come off it, drop points as well other day. So, but obviously that probably form a reaction from them. But at least we've got a full rest here. Wait until Boxing Day at weekend, and then straight into Aston Villa. Obviously, COVID's striking quite hard, which I know a few people are going to comment saying that, have you got COVID? And I ain't got COVID. I can't get COVID. I decided a while ago. Yeah, so whether the games will get postponed or what, I don't know. I don't want them to, but equally, it maybe gives us a chance to get all our players back. Good to see Koch back on it, playing really. I thought we missed Llorente, evidently. A bit of a depleted squad, but it is what it is. And then just to briefly mention the racist things, if I don't, I get shit on here for saying that I don't want to talk about it, because I don't want to talk about it. The police have made an arrest over this alleged racist abuse towards Arsenal bench. Can't stand stuff like this. I just think it's, you know, wait until see if he said something racist, he said something racist, then deal with it then. I don't know. Find me the racist and we can all unanimously dislike the racist. Bielsa reacted really well in his interview, I thought, to it. Just like, he said he found it incredible that you're asking me this question. Like, what am I supposed to say? This is kind of where I'm at with it, though. What am I supposed to say? I hate racism. I'm not racist. This is not what Bielsa said. But, you know, I don't want anybody to be racist. I don't think talking about racism necessarily does anybody any good. Why are more people getting apparently racist? You know, I don't know. I ain't got a racist bone in my body that, unless, you know, well, start banging on about my unconscious fucking whatever and all that, but I'm waffling. You've all read the bit, you all know the bit. So, yeah. If you want to support my music and that, all links are below. That's my quick shit vid. I'll be back in this week, providing I don't die of COVID. And I'll speak to you all in a bit.
You do you and I'll do me, that's just the way it is. Don't wanna ever feel surprises, why I ask no